Why am I single?
Yeah.
I'm newly single. I just got divorced.
Oh, wait, what?
Like 2 weeks ago. Like before I came here.
Divorced?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Divorce?
Yeah, like I was married and now I'm not married.
He abuses my mom and you make excuses for him.
She abuses him.
No. She does not. She cleans up for you. She takes care of grandma. She gives her showers. She makes sure you get your nebulizer treatment. She cleans your bathroom for you because you're a slob. She reminds you when to shower because like right now you smell and you don't know that you need a shower.
Has anyone ever thought of the fact that they might not get married in this lifetime? Because the way my relationship life is going, I am too comfortable being single. The men of this generation.
Hello fam, how are you all doing? I hope you all are having a great holiday celebration. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Thank you so much for your support. Have you ever wondered why it feels like some men always prioritize themselves in relationships? They do so even when they show care towards a lady of interest. Most men are selfish because of societal conditioning. The society tells men to focus more on their goals, status, money, and legacy. It conditions men to view relationship as secondary or transactional. Historically, marriage was never about partnership. It was transactional. Women were brought in to be the caretakers of men and to take care of the affairs of the home, while men chased their ambitions.
A man will always be willing to hurt your feelings. He will always be willing to choose himself. Every man is going to choose himself. If you don't like the way you're being treated, leave.
Right.
He's going to put himself first. Put yourself first. Men will always choose themselves.
Dang, she comes from
It's so true. It's so true.
You're
and
not
even
wrong,
if a man is being good to you, and if he's caring for you, he still chose himself first. You're just getting the benefit of that.
This behavior of always being selfish isn't natural. It is learned. Men have been raised to suppress their emotions and prioritize their needs, while women are taught to give endlessly. Women are taught to be selfless. This explains why we have more selfish men than selfless men. But unlearning such behavior is possible if that man really wants to make a huge change. And for that to happen, you need to be aware of the situation. You need to be aware of what you're doing. You need to be very intentional because it requires a lot of effort. You need to recognize the patriarchy program you've been enrolled in and actively reject it. Actively reject their teachings and their constructs. This is for the grown-up men that want to yank themselves off the ongoing conditioning, societal conditioning, grooming, and programming. For the little boys that are still very young, their parents need to step in and change this programming, change this conditioning, change this narrative. They need to make sure they restrict the usage of the media, the Disney books, cartoons, movies, all those things that the society has put in place to enhance their conditioning. Parents need to be very intentional and make sure they don't let their children have access to that. Parents should also teach their boys emotional intelligence. I know it does sound difficult, but I tell you, little by little, it's going to grow over time with intentions.
Why am I single?
Yeah.
I'm newly single. I just got divorced.
Oh, wait, what?
Like 2 weeks ago. Like before I came here.
Divorce?
Yeah.
Oh my
divorced.
goodness. Divorce?
Yeah, like I was married and now I'm not married anymore.
What happened?
You know what? I'm really proud of where me and my husband got to actually. We really we met when I was very young and we really grew in different directions. And we separated for the first time last year because we were just not communicating. And after we separated, we realized what we were missing, I guess. And we got back together for a few months and we really rebuilt our friendship and have such a strong foundation. And now we're best friends like more than ever. But we decided marriage wasn't for us anymore.
I'm getting confused because too many people say that, oh, I'm getting scared of marriage. I don't want to get married. I just want to be single and whatever. What is the reason why? I mean, what is the hardest part of in this kind of marriage for you?
You know, I was always I was very committed to the marriage and I was always very into personal development and always bettering myself and my mindset. And my mindset was, how can I make the best of this situation? And I think my husband's mindset
is he business guy?
No, not a business guy. His mindset was more like, oh, I'm annoyed right now. I'm annoyed. And I think he put less solution focused and commitment focused. But that's why, when we got back together, he had done a lot of personal work. He had gone to therapy. He had done a lot of introspection when he was by himself, and he really healed a lot and he really grew. I think it just ultimately was too late for our marriage.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm proud of where we got to.
He abuses my mom and you make excuses for him.
She abuses him.
No, she does not. She cleans up for you. She takes care of grandma. She gives her shower. She makes sure he gets your nebulizer treatment. She cleans your bathroom for you because you're a slob. She reminds you when to shower because right now you smell and you don't know that you need a shower. She moves around you because you don't move for her. She handles everything in the house. She handles the meds. She handles the doctor's visits. She does all of that. So do not say that all she does is make meals. Telling someone about how you're being abused is not abusive.
Michelle, with all due respect, this conversation is not worthwhile to me.
If you called me a bitch, that is not a nice thing to do.
We're all abusive.
No.
Yes.
I am not abusive. My mom is not abusive. You're sometimes abusive, but he's always.
Mom got sick, and I took care of her.
Right.
And you wouldn't help.
That's my mom, Jeff.
I don't care.
You're a bad person. Listen, do not interrupt me.
I what?
Listen to me. Do not interrupt me, okay? You don't treat her well. You're interrupting me already.
She doesn't treat me well.
Yes, she treats you way better than you deserve to be treated.
These are examples of what we spoke about. Men prioritizing themselves, putting themselves first. The lady that spoke about her divorce, she said the man decided to make changes when they separated. It was that point where he realized he was going to lose her. Then he decided to make changes. Why didn't he think of making changes long time ago? Because he's selfish. So she said she was thinking about the relationship, thinking about solution, not just about herself alone, but also for the relationship. What then did he do? He was thinking for himself alone, focusing on himself alone, getting angry, not thinking about solution because he's selfish. So all of a sudden he's changing because to him, he came to the realization that he might be losing this lady anytime soon. So he's making changes. I'm glad she left. I'm glad she didn't fall for that, because I told you, if she had decided to stay back with that man was going to go back to who he used to be in few years or in few months, just a matter of time. I'm glad she moved on and left him behind. Men are very crafty, very cunning. When they have this mindset that women are to serve them, how then do you expect them to want to be a better version of themselves, to create a healthy relationship where the woman is going to be happy and also thrive? They already have this mindset that women are supposed to be their slaves, women are supposed to be their properties, women are there to be at their beck and call. That's why most of them don't make any effort to be a better version of themselves in their relationship and marriages. And then for the grandmother was supporting the son, this is the reason why we will keep having bad behaved men in the society, because we have some pygmy mothers that cannot caution their sons when they are wrong. I love the way the daughter stood up for the mom, because what she just explained is exactly what a lot of women are passing through in the relationship. If the woman speaks up, the man's family will come and attack her. They will be against her. So it's hard for a lot of women to speak up because most of the time they don't have anyone to defend them. Sometimes they run to their family members. Their family members will join the people that are against them and talk down on them. A good number of women are passing through this in their relationship and marriages.
You see, one truth that people will never tell young girls and boys is telling them about, oh, marriage is this, marriage is that. You know, these pastors that will come and be preaching on marriage. See, you're not in the marriage. You're not, even relationships. I think people don't even learn from their own experiences. How are you able to manage a relationship with a man? Even mere friendships, it's a tug of war. Talk more of relationship, that you're in a sexual or emotional connection with someone, regardless of the gender. It might be a girl, it might be a boy, I don't care. But staying in a relationship, it takes work, commitment, effort. It takes a lot of looking past a lot of things. Talk more in marriage. See, marriage is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Don't go and get married because you think your friends are getting married. Don't. See, let's just talk about it logically. Do you know what it takes to live with someone that you don't know? You guys are from different planets. You're from different places entirely. Your upbringings are different. The languages you speak are different. The foods you like to eat are different. The way you think is different. In fact, that one might be the beginning. The way you think, your thought processes are different. Your belief system, the things you believe in. You see a lot of people getting married and going to church. Do you think it's all of them that want to go to church? You see someone will say, if you're not from this church, you have to convert into this religion because you're getting married. Do you know the psychological turnover it takes people to actually turn their life 360 just because they want to be with one person? And then when they're in the marriage, they start realizing, I don't want to really be this. I don't really want to change. Marriage means you have to change your life. If all these on our pastors, they will come live for now because of say two of them they do church, they collect money for their hand, and then they tell you that you have to spend the rest of your life with this person. Like, you literally have to spend the rest of your life. And do not forget that you as a human being, you're still trying to figure out who you are. Like, you don't have an idea of who you are yet. You're only aware of this person that you are today. Tomorrow things will change. A lot of things will change. Then you're with someone that expects you to, and you see a lot of men having an idea of what a woman should be, or a woman having an idea of what a man should be. See, think, use your, see, that make me they vex most of the times. You know, it's that they vex for now, but it's so sad that people don't think. Like, think of the fact that you're going to spend the rest of your life with someone that you don't know. As much as you guys will be kicking, kakaing, oh, I love you, you still don't know this person. You don't have an idea of they think this person will do tomorrow that will turn you off. You don't know, because even you don't know yourself, and then they tell you to spend the rest of your life with this person. I know a lot of people who say celebrities aren't shit, but celebrities are human beings that are having an honest human experience. So if I don't want to call names, but you see a lot of female celebrities that was married and they left their marriages. Do you see how they are flourishing? Do you see how they are flourishing? As a woman getting married, it is rare for a woman to get married to a man that is willing to allow her to succeed. A lot of men do not want women to succeed because they already have it in their head that because they are the breadwinners, the woman should just, even if she would work, she shouldn't, succeed more than, because if she does, she would want to be carrying shoulder up. See, I don't know, but I'm just saying, as a woman, let me stop dragging my ear. I'm not talking to my children. As a woman, please, make sure before you get into a marriage, you understand what you're getting into.
She just said the truth about marriage. Marriage is complicated and people are not saying the truth. People are not telling others the truth. People need to stop glamorizing marriage. It might work for person A. A marriage that works for person A does not necessarily mean that that marriage has to work for every other person. It's not one size fits all. Marriage is hard. Relationships are hard. It requires commitment, intentionality, effort. You need to say to yourself, you want this to work. You're ready to bring your quota. But that is not what we are getting from a lot of men out there because of the societal conditioning. People already have a mindset, especially men, they have a mindset of how a relationship is supposed to be, a marriage is supposed to be. To them, women are supposed to be their subordinates. Women are supposed to be there to serve them. A lot of men have that ingrained in them. So imagine yourself working with someone that thinks that way. How then do you expect that marriage to work? How then do you expect yourself not to be a slave to that man if that man already reasons that way? It's very difficult for a lot of people to succeed in marriages. Most of the marriages we see, not all, they have good ones that are flourishing, but majority of the marriages that are still there, that have not broken up, if you look deeper, the woman is the one crying and smiling. She's patching things up so people would not talk, so the family unit will not break off, and that man is the one living his best life. Women are always the ones taking the brunt of everything in marriages. They might be there patching things up because they don't want to be laughed at, they don't want to be called names by the society, or they don't want to be ripped off whatever position they're holding because they moved from being married to becoming a divorcee or a single mom. So because of that and many other reasons, some women would rather die in that marriage than break off that marriage. So marriage is not always what people paint it to be. You have to be very careful. Don't fall into that trap, because you see everyone around you getting married. Men are mostly the problem because of how they think, how they perceive women, how they understand marriage to be. That's the root cause of the problem. We also have women that are bad, but on this channel we speak more on what men do to women. And if you look at it, I think men hurt women more than women do in relationship, in the society, and in marriages, because of the conditioning, because of how we women were conditioned, because of how we women were groomed. We were conditioned to be the ones to accept, to always do for people, to always accept BS from men, to always nurture men, to always be selfless. But men were conditioned differently, to be the users, to be the ones to inflict pains on women. So you see, it's a different dynamic. So imagine two opposite things coming together. They will come together and create disaster. So that's exactly what we're seeing, and is worse in our current generation. The men of this generation are worse compared to men of previous generation. Men of previous generations were wicked beasts, but they provided. Men of this generation don't want to provide, but they want to use women and also leech off women. They want women to provide, serve them, which is bad.
Has anyone ever thought of the fact that they might not get married in this lifetime? Because the way my relationship life is going, I am too comfortable being single. The men of this generation, Jesus, men can lie. Men can lie. They lie for no reason. Jesus!
If you would love to watch more videos like this, click this video to watch how some men use women and dump them when they don't need them anymore. And I'll see you all in the next one.